Hey, it's lunchtime. So today we're going to make a green bean skillet type thing. My kids got chubby eating hamburger helper, and they really like hamburger helper, and this is the closest thing to it on my keto diet. So first we're going to start with about a pound of hamburger, and this is homegrown, Cody grown, right here on Wheeler El Rancho beef. So we're going to start that in the skillet real quick. And again, I don't cook much, anything over about 3/4 heat. Alright, so what I'm going to season my meat with, because we like seasoning, I'm going to use garlic salt, black pepper, onion flake, and little golden pepperoncinis, because I like spicy. So come on over here and check this out. So I just kind of cover the top of it with this. About like, take me some garlic salt and add as much as you want or as little as you want. Same thing with the pepper. Just, I like peppery, so we're going to add quite a bit. And then I take these golden pepperoncinis, drop one in the pan, two in the pan, and I like to just pour some right down the middle. Maybe a little juice, just like that. Okay, and then to help keep it from sticking, because this is a pretty lean burger, I'm going to add just a little dab of olive oil both sides. Let my pan get heated up. Then we'll take a spatula and break all that up. And it's important to season your... Oh, did you ever stop? Alright, let's come over here and check this meat out real quick. Just like to break it all up, get it in there, and we want it to cook right. We don't want it to be too tough. We don't want it to be dry. We don't want it to be undercooked. We just want a good meat. Everybody likes good meat. Most everybody. I myself, I'm about 50% vegan. But just want to make sure that it has a taste. Because if it doesn't taste good, when you go to add whatever else you're going to add to it, the green beans, everything, if it doesn't taste good when you get done, you're not going to eat it. You're going to order that pizza. Like I said earlier, nobody gets fat by eating things that taste like crap. And nobody's going to get skinny on keto by eating something that tastes bland and crappy. This ain't going to work. If you're trying to do keto and it tastes like garbage, keto ain't going to work for you. While we're waiting on our meat to cook, we're going to go ahead and get some squash zoodled up, get some squash noodles going, and throw them in a pan. I'll teach you how to make them. This is our substitute to noodles. My kids like noodles. We like noodles so much we named one Doodle. Get it all made up and just kind of pull it out like that. It don't take long to cook zoodles, but I'll show you that in a minute. Alright, our meat's done. This is about how my family likes it. Not completely crispy hard, but cooked pretty nice. And then I like to take the little rat tails out of the pepperoncinis before I put the rest of it in. So I'm going to take those out. And then I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to grab me a can of green beans and I'm going to dump it right in there. I've already drained the juice out. I'm going to take 2 cans and just dump them right in. And I'm going to stir it all up in here. Oh, look at that one. Nobody wants that in their damn dinner. Okay, so you're going to stir this around. Kind of like, get it all mixed up. I cooked my meat just a little bit, kind of crunchy, crispy. That way when I put the green beans and the other stuff in, it kind of helps soften it up, and your meat don't get near soggy. But that's what it starts to look like. So we're gonna let this cook for a few minutes. Made up right here. I got my pan ready to go. I got a little butter melting. So basically all I do with my zoodles, very simple. I take this little garlic salt, just kind of do over the top of it. And again, I like black pepper, so we're gonna hit this black pepper all up on it like this. Okay, then we'll come over to our pan and just dump these straight in. Straight on top of that butter. And these cook fast and they shrink down a lot, so you cannot let that sit there that long. You know, it doesn't hurt anything if you reach over there and get you a little pinch of something to try it, make sure it tastes good. I want it to taste good. My kids want it to taste good. Hell almighty, if it don't taste good, they ain't gonna eat it. They're gonna sneak down to Granny's and get something good to eat down there. That ain't good for them. Make little chubby bunnies. And I may say something on here that my mom didn't cook like this, and my mom couldn't cook, and I'd slap my mom if because my cooking's better. And I would never slap my mother. I might slap my mother-in-law, but I would never slap my mom. My mom never made me tuna helper. All right, so we're ready for some sauce. I'm gonna use a little heavy cream. I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup at a time to get to where I like it. I don't want to get too much in there. Oh, I'm gonna use it just to flavor everything. Here we go, one more. So this means 1/2 cup of heavy cream went into this right here. And if you see, when I stir it up, it's got just a little bit of sauce to it, not a whole lot. I'm gonna let that sit like that. I'm fixing to put some mozzarella cheese up on top of that and let that melt. Okay? While we're over here checking these things out, my zoodles are getting close to being done. Believe it or not, just a few minutes. I mean, just a quick few minutes. Yellow squash, yellow zucchini, everything's got high water content in it, so it's going to come out. And that's why I cook on high and I cook fast, because it's going to get the water out a little quicker, and you try to keep it from getting mushy. All right, now that it's about like that, it's still kind of zoodly, but it's getting soft. Don't do that. I got no feeling on the end of my fingers, probably because I do things like that. I'm gonna take this Parmesan and I'm gonna shake it right on top. Cover these up pretty good, all over. This is Chris's favorite squash dish, and I just move it around, move it around, move it around, move it around. Still on high, let that Parmesan kind of take hold. And while I wait for my cheese to melt, I'm gonna let that just kind of set up. I'm gonna turn off my burners. Just let that set for a little bit. One more thing, I don't give a diddly damn about what my plate looks like. I don't care if it's got all the garnishing stacked up nice, looks like some 5-star restaurant, because I've ate at some fancy restaurants and I've ate some fancy food, and it tastes like I'd rather lick the bottom of my boots than go back and eat there again. So I don't give two diddly dams about what it looks like. I want it to taste good. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I want it to look like. Come over here. Come look down in here. See that? The Parmesan kind of makes like a little crisp on the bottom. Look at that. Kind of browns up. Yeah. We get this low moisture mozzarella. Kind of get it all in there. Oh, that's going to be good. See, you got to feed them once in a while. They may not like to eat it all. And they may be little 13-year-old pubescent teenagers, but they do like keto most of the time. Most of the time they'll eat the hot. Most of the time they'll eat what I cook. Or they go to Granny's. Good? Good? Not very convincing. It's good? The only problem I really have now is I made a hell of a damn mess, and Alicia ain't here to clean it up. But luckily for me, I got 3 teenage daughters that like to eat and like my cooking, and they don't mind cleaning for the most part. But just remember, keto ain't hard. Find things you like to eat, just cook it. You know, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It's just got to taste good. You know, I'm not one of those Ken, Karen, Kyle type guys that's got to make everything look perfect on a plate. There is times where I try to make it look good, but when I try to make something look good or try to fix something around the house, it looks like I did it. The only thing I can do is run my mouth and cook keto. So, keep cooking, keep trying, don't give up. Don't go to the snow cone shack. You don't need no Ben and Jerry's. Damn sure don't need none of them Magnum bars. because you'll look extra magnum. I used to.